Intro: The chaos of modern love and the Stoic path. In today's world, love has become louder but emptier. We live in an age of constant connection, yet most people feel more alone than ever. Messages arrive instantly, but meaning is lost in translation. People chase validation instead of connection. They want attention, not understanding. They scroll through faces, swipe through hearts, and call it dating. But rarely do they ever feel what love truly is. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In the battlefield of modern dating, this one Stoic truth separates peace from pain, because while everyone else is reacting, the Stoic man responds. While others chase affection, he commands respect. While many drown in emotional drama, he stays anchored in calm self-control. This video isn't about pickup lines or manipulative tricks. It's about rediscovering self-mastery, learning to lead your emotions instead of being led by them. It's about dating not from desperation but from discipline. It's about becoming the kind of person Marcus Aurelius himself would admire, not one who seeks love as a crutch, but one who attracts love through strength, integrity, and inner peace. So if you're tired of confusion in dating, tired of ghosting, emotional games, and fake connections, if you want to learn how to navigate modern relationships with confidence and calm, then welcome to the Stoic path. Let's begin. Control the only thing you can. Yourself. Marcus Aurelius lived as an emperor, but ruled himself before he ruled Rome. He faced betrayal, loss, war, and temptation, yet his mind remained unbroken, because he understood one timeless principle. You can't control how others act. You can only control how you respond. In dating, this principle is your shield. You can't control whether she texts you back. You can't control whether someone ghosted you after a great conversation. You can't control attraction, emotions, or timing, but you can control your reaction. And that reaction defines your character. When a woman pulls away, most men panic. They text more, chase harder, and beg for validation. But the Stoic man pauses. He breathes. He remembers that emotional control is power, because losing control means surrendering your peace to someone else. Marcus wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself but your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." Think about that. It's not rejection that hurts you. It's the story you tell yourself about rejection. It's not silence that breaks you. It's your interpretation of that silence. So instead of asking, "Why did she stop talking to me?" ask, "Why did I attach my worth to her attention?" The Stoic path in dating begins not by controlling women, but by controlling yourself. Every emotion you master makes you more magnetic. Every reaction you discipline makes you more attractive. Because true power is not in chasing love. It's in being okay without it. When you reach that level of inner stillness, people sense it. You become calm in a world full of chaos. You become grounded when everyone else is anxious. And ironically, that's when love finds you. When you no longer need it, but are ready to give it. Detachment is not indifference, it's strength, so it's reflective, confident, with emotional depth. Detachment in Stoicism isn't about not caring. It's about caring wisely. It's about learning the art of emotional balance in a world that rewards overreaction. Marcus Aurelius didn't teach men to suppress feelings. He taught them to understand them. Because emotions are like waves, and they rise, they fall, but they don't define the ocean. And the ocean, my friend, is you. In modern dating, detachment is your armor against emotional chaos. It means you don't chase someone who doesn't choose you. It means you can enjoy affection without becoming addicted to it. It means you can love deeply but never lose yourself in that love. Too many men confuse detachment with coldness. They think being stoic means being emotionless. But Marcus Aurelius wasn't cold, and he was clear. He loved his family, his empire, and humanity, but he also accepted the impermanence of all things. That's what real strength looks like, caring fully but accepting endings calmly. So when someone leaves, don't crumble. When you feel attraction, don't lose yourself in fantasy. When love arrives, welcome it. When it fades, release it. Because every moment, whether joy or heartbreak, is part of the Stoic journey. A reminder that nothing external defines you. Marcus wrote, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." Apply that to dating. When someone rejects you, that's their perspective, not the truth about your value. When someone chooses another, that's their journey, not your failure. The Stoic doesn't take rejection personally, because he knows his worth is internal. True detachment doesn't kill love. It refines it. It turns obsession into appreciation. It turns neediness into confidence. It transforms pain into peace. And when you embody that level of calm, women notice. Because calm is rare, composure is rare, and in a world obsessed with reaction, the man who stays centered becomes unforgettable. Attraction through inner stillness. The Stoic magnetism. Marcus Aurelius never spoke about dating, yet his words reveal the deepest secret of attraction. He wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." In other words, the energy you carry paints every interaction you have. If your thoughts are chaotic, your presence becomes unstable. If your emotions are needy, your words feel heavy. But when your thoughts are grounded in clarity and calm, your presence becomes magnetic. In modern dating, everyone is searching for the next thrill, the next dopamine hit, the next validation high. But the Stoic man stands apart. He doesn't chase energy. He creates it. He doesn't beg for attention. His peace attracts it. When you meet someone new, don't perform, observe. Don't rush to impress, listen. Because when you carry stillness, you automatically command space. You become a mystery in a world addicted to noise. And people, especially women, sense that difference instantly. A man who needs nothing becomes the man everyone notices. Because neediness pushes but calmness pulls. You can't fake it. It's an energy that comes from knowing who you are and what you will or won't tolerate. Marcus wrote, "A man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions. So raise your ambition not to get someone, but to become someone worth having. Work on your discipline, your goals, your peace, mind, because attraction is a reflection of alignment. When your life moves with purpose, love flows naturally. The Stoic man doesn't win people's affection by charm alone. He wins respect through stability. He becomes the calm center in someone else's storm. He listens deeply, speaks clearly, and moves slowly on them because he's not chasing time. He's mastering it. So the next time you meet someone, remember this. Your silence can be more powerful than your words. Your presence can speak louder than your confidence. And your stillness, that quiet certainty, can ignite attraction more than any line ever could. That's the magnetism of a Stoic soul, the unshakable energy of a man who has already found peace within himself. The Stoic responds to rejection and ghosting, the voice more emotional, empathetic yet disciplined. In modern dating, rejection feels like an attack. You open up, you give your best, and then suddenly, my silence. A message left unread, a date that never happens, a promise that dissolves into air. Marcus Aurelius faced betrayal on the grandest scale, from friends, generals, even family, yet his wisdom was always the same. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. That's the essence of Stoic resilience. Rejection only has power when you give it meaning. Ghosting only hurts when you attach your value to someone's attention. So when someone disappears, don't chase. Don't question your worth. Instead, thank them, because they revealed their nature early. The Stoic doesn't resent people for leaving. He's grateful for the truth. He understands that what leaves is not meant for him, and what's meant will never need to be forced. Rejection for the Stoic is not the end. It's information. It's feedback from the universe whispering, "Not this path. There's something better." But here's the deeper truth. Rejection hurts most when you make it personal. Yet Marcus reminds us nothing external can define your soul. When someone says no, it doesn't erase your value. It merely redirects your focus. So don't harden your heart and don't chase closure. The Stoic doesn't seek explanations. He creates understanding. He sits with the pain, studies it, and transforms it into wisdom. Because wisdom born from pain is the kind that stays. And if you ever find yourself staring at your phone, waiting for that message that never comes, remember this. You are not waiting for her. You are waiting for you. The version of you that no longer needs external validation to feel whole. Rejection is not your punishment. It's your purification. Ghosting is not loss. It's clarity. And once you truly embrace that, peace replaces pain and power replaces panic, desire, discipline, and emotional mastery. Let's talk about desire. In modern dating, desire is everywhere. Screens flashing temptation, voices promising love, bodies seeking attention. It's easy to get lost in it, but Marcus Aurelius saw desire differently. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." In today's world, most men are ruled by their desires. They chase pleasure, approval, validation, but lose their peace. They confuse lust for love and attention for intimacy, but the Stoic man, guided by discipline, masters his desires instead of being enslaved by them. Desire isn't evil. It's energy. And energy, when directed with discipline, becomes creation instead of chaos. When you feel strong attraction, don't suppress it, understand it. Ask yourself, is this connection real or am I just escaping loneliness? Because Stoic wisdom teaches that emotions without awareness lead to suffering. Marcus wrote, "It is not death that a man should fear, but never beginning to live." In dating, that means stop living through fantasy. Start living through clarity. Don't get addicted to the idea of someone. See them as they are, not as you wish them to be. A Stoic man channels his desire into purpose. He uses attraction to sharpen his focus, not blur it. He understands that the same energy that makes you crave can make you create. Build your body. Build your mind. Build your empire. When you elevate yourself, attraction becomes a natural byproduct, not your main goal. Because emotional mastery doesn't mean denying passion. It means directing it. The Stoic doesn't reject love or pleasure. He simply refuses to be consumed by it. So when desire calls, answer not with weakness, but with wisdom. When emotions rise, don't drown, surf the wave. Because every emotion is a messenger, and every temptation a test. And when you master that, when you can feel deeply but remain grounded, you become unstoppable. That's what makes a man truly attractive. Not his looks, not his status, but his self-control. The man who owns his emotions owns his destiny, and in a world where most men chase everything, the Stoic man chooses wisely, stands firmly, and moves calmly. The power of patience and presence. Modern dating moves fast, too fast. People swipe in seconds, judge in moments, and give up before they even begin. Patience in this generation has become a forgotten art. But Marcus Aurelius understood patience not as waiting, but as wisdom in motion. He wrote, "No great thing is created suddenly any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig. If you tell me that you desire a fig, I answer that there must be time. Let it first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen. The same truth applies to love. You cannot rush connection. You cannot demand depth in an instant. Real love, the kind built on understanding, trust, and mutual respect, takes time. But the impatient man never experiences it, because he abandons the journey before the fruit ripens. A Stoic man understands that patience is not weakness. It's emotional control disguised as grace. It's the ability to wait without anxiety, to hope without attachment, to move forward without desperation. When you're with someone, be present. Don't think about where it's going. Think about where it is. Because the Stoic doesn't live in fantasy. He lives in reality. He listens deeply. He notices details. He values moments others overlook. In dating, presence is power. When you truly listen, you stand out instantly. Because most people aren't listening. They're planning their next line, their next move, their next escape. But when you actually pay attention, when you bring your full presence to someone, they feel it. They feel safe. They feel seen. Patience and presence are the twin pillars of the Stoic lover. They make you rare in a world addicted to instant gratification. When you combine them, you no longer chase, you attract naturally. Because people sense that you don't need them. You choose them. And that distinction changes everything. So, slow down. Observe. Let things unfold naturally. When you plant a seed, you don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You water it, nurture it, and trust the process. The same rule applies to relationships. Patience creates trust. Presence creates connection. And together, they build the kind of bond that outlasts the chaos of modern dating. Love is a reflection of virtue. Marcus Aurelius taught that a man's purpose is not to be loved, but to live virtuously. He wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." In the world of dating, that means this. Stop searching for the right person. Start becoming the right person. Because love, at its highest form, isn't about possession. It's about alignment. It's about two people who have mastered themselves enough to meet without chaos. The Stoic man doesn't use love to fill emptiness. He uses love to express completeness. He doesn't ask, "What can I get from her?" He asks, "What can I give while remaining whole?" In modern dating, people confuse chemistry with connection. But chemistry fades when virtue is missing. Attraction without respect is temporary. Passion without purpose is hollow. Marcus reminds us that real love is built on character, not convenience. It's built on discipline, empathy, and shared growth. When two people are guided by wisdom, not impulse, their love becomes unbreakable. So if you truly want to navigate modern dating with Stoic wisdom, live by this principle. Don't seek to be loved. Seek to be admirable. Don't demand loyalty. Inspire it through your actions. Don't play games. Live in truth. Because love, when aligned with virtue, becomes a force of creation, not destruction. It elevates both souls instead of draining them. And that is the kind of love Marcus Aurelius would call worthy. The Stoic heart and the modern world, modern dating, will test you. It will challenge your patience, your ego, and your heart. You will face rejection, confusion, and temptation. You will question yourself, your worth, your path, your emotions, but remember this. Marcus Aurelius faced the same storms, only greater. He was surrounded by betrayal, corruption, and loss, yet his heart remained unshaken. Why? Because he learned to rule himself. He wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. That isn't a warning, it's a reminder. Life is short. Love is fragile. So live with depth, not drama. Love with presence, not possession. And move with purpose, not panic. You can't control who stays, but you can control who you become. You can't predict every outcome, but you can prepare your mind for every emotion. That's the Stoic path, not to escape pain but to transcend it. To walk through the chaos of modern dating without losing your center. Be calm when others are desperate. Be kind when others are cruel. Be disciplined when others are distracted. And above all, be real. Because authenticity is the ultimate Stoic virtue. So when love enters your life, meet it with gratitude. When it leaves, let it go with grace. And through it all, remain at peace within yourself. That's how you navigate modern dating like Marcus Aurelius would. Not by chasing love, but by embodying wisdom. Not by seeking validation, but by mastering self-respect. Because when you live with that kind of power, love doesn't control you. You define it.